Hi there, it's Chris the Geek Figure Fan here, and I'm back with another figure review from the Indiana Jones Adventure Series by Hasbro. So today we're taking a look at Marion Ravenwood's figure from Wave 1's release. And I'll be honest, before I received this was probably my least anticipated figure, just based on the Pulse live streams that I'd seen before. Just wasn't really wowed by how it looked. But we'll take a look at it today and we'll see what we think. The box, very much like the other two reviews, if you've seen the others in my series, I love the box art on these, even though they don't come with blister packs. I think a lot of care and attention's gone into the Adventure Series packaging with the colouring and the pictures on it. So on the front, you've got the standard sort of photo-realistic 3D rendering that they put on the front of these, with the signage for the build and artifact. We've got some artwork on one side. We've got the pictures of all 5 of the characters from Wave 1 on the other side, and on the back we've got another of the 3D renderings along with the accessories that come with it. So let's take it out of the box and we'll have a quick look and see what's inside. So when we've got it out of the box, you can see that there is another of the build and artifact pieces. Looking forward to putting that together. We'll get to that in another review. We've got the frying pan from the sort of Cairo sequence that she defends herself with, and we've got the monkey, the Nazi monkey as well, which looks really good. I can't wait to put that on the figure and get that posable. Surprisingly articulatable as well. You're able to move both front arms and the head and the tail of this monkey. So for a small piece, it's quite impressive. We'll take a proper look at that on its own in a minute as well. So you've got the figure in hand. You can see that there's quite a bit of articulation on it. The hip movement is crazy. The stomach movement, you can spin her 360 degrees. There's plenty of movement on the head. The sort of plastic hair, has a bit of flexibility to it. Standard sort of joints in the arms and the legs. There's the upper sort of hip joint on these ones as well. Let's get her out of the box, put her in a couple of poses, and we'll have a look and see. So I will say, like I said before, this was my least anticipated figure from Wave 1. But in hand, I'm so much more impressed with the face mold than I was at the Hasbro Pulse live streams that we watched at the end of 2022. I don't know if anybody else had the same reaction to her reveal. Her face looked so weird on the fan streams. It just looked poorly painted, poorly designed, and not, an accurate reflection of what Karen Allen looked like in the film. However, in hand, I will say I was definitely wrong about that, or at least the one that I got is painted incredibly well and looks a lot like Karen Allen did in Raiders of the Lost Ark. I think that the face is very impressive, and that the same goes all the way through the figure. The printing on the shirt, I think, is excellent. Getting a representation of that material that we saw in the film, I think it's pretty close, and I think it gives a good impression of what that looked like. But I love the pants that she's wearing, the trousers, the sort of oversized flared bottoms that she's got on. They're so impressive up close. They look really good. And the same goes for her feet as well. It's always difficult with these figures when they've got revealed ankles, where it's not a boot, but it works well. And she's very flat-footed, so I found her a lot easier to stand up than actually Indy and Tote in the first 2 videos, because they've both got heels to their boots. So their boots look really accurate, but make them a lot more difficult to stand up. Marion Ravenwood's figure has been the easiest to position by a long way. The frying pan sits well in her hand as well. There's nothing really to say about that. It looks fine. It looks an accurate size. It looks to scale. The monkey's really impressive, but I did find that despite what the picture shows on the box, it's not that easy to get the monkey to sit on her arm. It did take a little bit of movement, a little bit of patience getting that monkey to balance there. But the monkey itself, if we get that on, that monkey looks really cool. A great little piece that will be interchangeable from Marion to Indy to Salah. I've got a map room Indiana Jones that's coming up as well, and it would fit perfectly fine with that Indy as well. We've got other Indies in pipeline reveals that have come out. We've got the Indy from this Cairo scene coming out. The monkey would sit perfectly in that as well. So I think this is a really cool little piece. So overall, I'm quite impressed with the Marion Ravenwood figure. I wasn't particularly fussed about it at all. I wasn't massively looking forward to it. But yeah, she's impressed me. I'm quite pleased with this, and I think it'll look really good up against the other figures when I've got them all out and all on display. So yeah, overall, very happy. I don't know if anyone else has got this figure. If you have, let me know. What do you think about this Marion Ravenwood figure? Vastly exceeded my expectations. I've got a lot more reviews coming, so please hit the subscribe button. If you want to stay up to date with these Indiana Jones reviews. I actually bought 2 more yesterday, so I've also got, as well as the remainder of this range of Wave 1, I've now got, I think, every figure that's been released so far to review. So I do have Map Room Indie, as I mentioned before, that will be coming a little bit later. I do also have the Club Obi-Wan Indie that will be coming. I've got Professor Indie as well from The Last Crusade, and also Kazim from The Last Crusade to review. So I think they're all of the ones that have been released. I've got Donovan on pre-order, so we'll wait and see when he comes, but I think that was towards August this year. So we'll see. Drop a like on the video if you've enjoyed yourself. Like I say, please subscribe. Thank you ever so much for joining me, and I'll see you all soon. Bye-bye.